Hello everybody, welcome to A Trader's Journey. My name is Leslie Pips. It's so nice to be back. It's been a few months of me not recording. There was a lot of live things that I was dealing with, but I'm back. I'm back to take on the market with you guys and to invite you in my journey of trading. So without further ado, I'm gonna be doing something slightly different this year. Obviously my first video for the year, and it's been 4 months since I recorded a video, but it's all good. It's not really too late to get back to where we were. So I'm gonna be doing something different. Obviously a lot has changed in my trading. There's a lot of tweaks that I've made in my strategy, the way I trade the markets. So without further ado, welcome to our Wednesday, our Money Wednesday, Movement Wednesdays, whatever we want to call it. I'll be doing a review in the middle of the week and at the start of the week going forward, just about before the week starts, on how the market is shaping up and what happened in the middle of the week. Because as you know, Wednesdays are usually the most the market moves on Wednesdays. That's when everything sets up the week. So I'm going to be looking at the markets on Wednesdays as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. So obviously, let's start on the euro dollar. There's been a lot of news with the war, and we were supposed to have peace talks yesterday. Today, actually, nothing happened, materialized. So we are sort of in a whirlwind where the market is just waiting for a decision to be made so that we can have a clear direction to the rest of the year. So looking at the euro dollar, obviously we were a little bit bullish starting the week. From 2 weeks ago, if you see the run started from this zone over here, and we traded into this higher time frame SNR zone, right? So we sort of had a bounce on this zone, and we are pulling back again. Obviously the market had been bullish, and then we had the news that Straits of Hormuz has been opened, but it wasn't open yet. So the market reacted. That's why it became a little bit bullish. The dollar became stronger, but we'll talk on the dollar just now. So if you look at how the market's playing out, so this is our SNR zone, but obviously we had this run into this hard time frame zones, and this is our intermediate SNR zone. So this is our continuation zone. We had a run, correction, and then a run. So now we are sort of stuck into this higher in the zone, because obviously I wanted to see price if we can break the what is it, 182 level at this point. So we faked out and then we broke back in. So if the opportunities here going into this week, obviously this was Friday, as we faked out and broke back in, there were small opportunities here. If I go into 2 hour, just want to do a reaction quickly on what I saw when I was looking at this market. Obviously we have a small little intermediate zone here. We had a fake out at the zone after this run from Friday. So Monday opened up with a little bit of a pullback into this value area, and then we broke back below, and then we retested this area. So there were a lot of entries at these zones. If anyone took this entry here, just targeting this zone, that was a good entry for the week. It was the trade of the week. Obviously the market is still a bit tentative because of the war thing that's happening. So that was euro dollar. If you took this trade, great. But now what are we looking for? We're looking at a reaction at the zone. Let's see if the market really is bullish once we get to this area here, and see if this can become our support zone. And if we are breaking lower, then you can be looking for price to break back into below here, retest the zone, and come and interact with these areas here with this what is it, 149. So that's what we're looking at. A euro dollar, we're looking at a reaction at the zone. It's probably gonna get there towards the end of the week. Anything on the euro will have to be a week, something from next week. If I jump onto the pound has just been corrective all the time. This corrective zone here since we got the news on Friday, we had a bit of a run, and then for the whole week, we've been sort of correcting. So it's not really showing us anything. If anything, I'll be looking at this turning point here. If we can have a quick trade just here, just a break and retest trade into the zone, and then we can reanalyze next week and see where the pound's going. So I'm looking at an entry. If we get a break and retest at this zone at the 1348, then I'll be looking for a short. This is going to be a short-term trade, because technically we are still bullish. This is just a pullback, and obviously when you trade against the trend, it has to be a quick in and out. You can't hold on trades for too long. So that's what I'm looking at the pound dollar. I'll see if it materializes overnight, see if we can have a break and retest at this area, target the zone, quick entry trade. And NZD USD also still the same, stuck in this level. It's struggling to break this level. Friday news didn't help. We pull back immediately into this zone over here at 1598, and I'm just waiting to see what the reaction is. Obviously, if I'm gonna short this, I need some sort of fake out and then a break back in, and then I can target these areas. But obviously, everything is still tentative because of the war. And then looking at euro dollar or Australian dollar, same thing. Looking for a break below this zone. If it holds, if price holds like this at this zone here, I'm gonna be looking for shorts to target these this support zone. So that's what I'm looking for in Euro Aussie dollar. I'm not looking for much. USD CAD, obviously this was the last week's trade. We've been dropping ever since last week. If you took a trade here, that was a nice easy trade. Break back below, retest, a fake out, and then a break back below, and then just take it and hold it to the zone over here. So it was a nice easy trade. Unfortunately, I missed this one. I wanted the price to retest this area again, but it never did, and then target these areas here. But when I was looking at the market, I was looking at it from this point of view. I wanted another retest at this point, but it's left. So I was waiting for something like this, and then take it short, but it decided to drop without me, which is fine. But I knew that I had a trade to target. So going into the new market, I'm not looking at the yen pairs at the moment. Let's see what else we have here. Euro JPY, not looking at yen pairs at the moment, especially if the euro is a bit weaker against the dollar. The yen pair usually starts get stuck in a range. If the euro gets stronger against the dollar, then the yen pair shoots up. So it usually moves quicker when the euro is strong. GJ, I'm not looking at it. And another interesting pair that I'm looking at is this euro NZD pair that I wanted to analyze with you guys, and just to show you how it's sort of a mirror image of euro dollar if you look at it, because the euro is a little bit stronger than the NZD. It sort of mirrors what your euro USD does. So if you look at here, if you guys caught this trade last week, we had a nice play in this trade. We had a bit of a fake out and then a break back below with a flag, and retested this resistance zone, and then we had a run into this next level. So this was a nice easy trade that I also missed. Obviously I was working and I couldn't take this trade, but it's one of my number one entries to take. You had a fake out, break back below, and then a retest, and then the run starts. So it was a good entry. If I look at this pair, it's been bullish for a while because the euro has been so strong. So there was trades in the zone and in the zone, and then we had a bit of a pullback, obviously break back below, retest the zone, fake out, and then continuation of the bearish behavior. So this is one pair that I'm looking at the moment. I'm looking at the zone to see what we're gonna do. Obviously, if it's gonna turn around, at this point, I'm gonna be looking for fake out and then a break back below and then come back below. But if it's gonna continue into this trend, I'm gonna be looking for a retest of the zone, break in, fake out, and then break back below, and then targeting this zone here. So that's what I'm looking at this pair. I'm looking at it at the moment because the euro dollar is at the moment is dropping, right? It's coming into the zone, so that means the euro NZD is doing the same. But now we've reached one of our high time frame SNR zones, so I'm looking to see what the reaction from this zone is going to be. So let's see how we go by tomorrow and overnight trading. And in gold, not really much happening there. I missed a trade. No, actually I lost a trade here. I'll do an analysis of it tomorrow. As you can see, I entered way too early. The direction was right, just entered way too early. It took me out here, but proceeded to drop. But it is what it is. You learn, you journal, and you don't make the same mistakes again. But I'll make a separate video for that, just to take you through how I was looking at the entry, because of it's similar entries: fake out, break back below, retest the zone, and then run. So I'll do a separate video on how I actually approach this trade, and yeah, it should be up by tomorrow. All right, that's me, guys. First video of the year. And looking forward for you to be joining me on the journey and going with me as I go and fight this fight that we're fighting with the markets, like we do every day, you know. So that's me, Trader's Journey. Thank you, guys.